And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gem in the Crypto, episode 768. Today is Tuesday, July 3rd, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
And today's top stories: how controversial crypto tax found its way into the U.S. infrastructure bill. Cardano risks 60 to 90% drop, warns trader, with Cardano painting a classic bearish pattern. Monero's former maintainer arrested in the U.S. for allegations unrelated to cryptocurrency. NCR Corporation plans to purchase Bitcoin ATM company LibertyX. And Miley Cyrus performs at birthday party for Mike Novogratz' daughter. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's happening with these prices?
Controversial. Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin, a little bit of a slide down to $38,424, down 2.4%. Ethereum at $2,501, down 3.5%. Binance Coin sitting at $322, down 2.7%. Cardano at 131 is down 0.9% today. XRP at 71 cents is down almost 5% today. Dogecoin coming in at 19 cents is down 3.8%. Polkadot at $17 is down 5%. And last but not least, Uniswap at $21 is down 4.7%. So seeing a bit of red in the markets. We did see Bitcoin hit that resistance mark on the way up. And at the same time, we also saw a lot of greed in the fear index. So it seems as though people think, oh, yeah, this was the takeoff launching point. You don't know how to catch exact bottoms and you don't know how to catch exact tops. So stop guessing and keep holding.
There it is. Keep holding. And, I am not sure what's been going on with the stream. For some reason, it just keeps changing the schedule for a time. I noticed this yesterday, did it again today. So some people might not actually enter the stream for the next minute or two. I'm not sure why it's doing that at all. But we'll make sure we keep a close eye on this possible semi-shadow ban. I don't know what's going on. It's changing the time we start every day. I was like, how did that start? But really quick, what's going on? Michael Kennedy, Fanteezy, BK Born, Best I Raise. There we go. Carmelo, Milto, Marco, Addy, Kadeem, DC, JB, Patrick, Sheik. Hello to all those who are joining. Let's make sure we go ahead and get that like tax paid because people, my ears can't take it today, okay? So just make sure we come in and smash that like and share so we can get the day started.
If you believe
see, already.
Don't have to bring out the voice.
Right. As everyone loads in, I'll share a quick story with you yesterday for those who saw on our Twitter yesterday. I mean, people, red flag, forewarning. We had to throw it out there like, we are trying to tell you, banks don't have your money.
They're done. It's over for them.
It's over, people. We always say it when we talk about how bad banking is, and people's like, well, I don't have any issues. And it's like, how much money are you trying to move or take out? I guarantee you it isn't enough for you to have an issue. But the moment it is enough for you to have an issue, you want to have an issue. People, I literally spent yesterday 3.5 hours on the phone trying to access some of the funds we received from Teachable. Legal payment coming through Teachable to a bank. We cannot even access our own funds on our bank. And this is from USAA. I've had a banking relationship with them literally, I think, since 2011, 2012. So you're talking about almost a 9-year relationship, banking relationship, where 6 of those years were nothing but military checks. So legal income in every direction. I was already questioned. I don't think I ever told the USA story. I was already questioned by them about 2 or 3 years ago when I bought Bitcoin using that account. Literally, I had people call me up and ask me, what do I do for work? What am I doing with my money? Why am I spending on Bitcoin? You know, the whole, you're a child. I need to walk your hand through this life thing. And then again, yesterday, as we try to transfer the money, again, we're trying to buy advertising. We're trying to, some people had missed out on the coupon code. We were trying to send them money back. We're trying to do normal banking things. And because of the amount of money, I could not access our own funds. Like literally, you just couldn't. And then it came to a stalemate where they was like, well, you can access up to $5,000 a day. We're like, wait, what? People, this is how the phone call went. First hour, I was on hold. I finally got somebody on the line. I told them I wanted the money. They put me on hold for another hour. I was like, oh, they're trying to shake me out, Zay. They think we're going to hang up the phone and give up on getting our money. I was on hold for another hour where they completed the process for one transfer. But when I tried to raise the limits, they put me on hold for another hour and 20 minutes just for somebody to pick up the phone and say, no, that's not possible. You can only actually raise your limits at USAA for 48 hours at a time.
Wow.
I said, so you mean to tell me I only get 48 hours to raise limits and then I had to go to another 3.5-hour wait 2 days from now to try to do it again? That is what's going on, people. They don't have our money. And essentially, this was me yesterday attempting to get the money from the bank. This is me. For those who don't know, this is from Casino, 1995, one of the best movies out there. Of course, Pacino, De Niro, and of course, we can't forget my man right here. I can't even think of his name right now. What's his name again? Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Can't forget my man. This is literally me yesterday talking to the bank's Bitcoin's head.
Been busy. Yeah, at least you could do is return my phone calls, though. Listen, Nikki, we talked about this. And I explained to you that there was the possibility you might have to take some kind of loss. Yeah. I think I want my money back. What are you going to do, strong-arm me? You know, I think you got the wrong impression about me. I think in all fairness, I should explain to you exactly what it is that I do. For instance, tomorrow morning, I'll get up nice and early, take a walk down over to the bank and walk in and see you, and if you don't have my money for me, I'll crack your fucking head wide open. For
those who can't hear, I know the volume low, but Joe Pesci's character, Nicky, basically told the bank that if he walks in that bank tomorrow morning and they don't have his money, he's going to crack somebody's head open. He's going to go to jail. He's going to come out of jail. He's going to crack their head open again. That was literally how I was feeling yesterday. I was like, yo, it's our money. It's legal money. You're trying to give me every reason. And then they went as far, Bitcoin's Day, they went as far as to say, well, what do you need it for? What are you about to do with it? Those type of questions started to pop up. I was just like, what are we doing here?
Even Gigi in the back know that's bullshit. She yelling at that like, oh, man, hey, let you get your money.
Hilarious. Yeah, Kanoni Mason said, it's not your money anymore. It's crazy. People, like I said, to me, seriously, I was even talking to the people who work there. I was like, this isn't concerning for you actually working here. Like, this is not a red flag that a customer cannot get their legal funds from a bank. Again, people, these banks do not have your money. Like, I don't know how many ways I can explain this, but they just don't have it. So very scary moment yesterday because, again, no one wants to see that happen. But this isn't our first rodeo. So, again, we made sure we pressed the gas down yesterday to happen. So with that being said, for the people who we needed a couple of little refunds to, who accidentally forgot a coupon code, those will be coming out to you. And then for other people who we're doing referrals with, those referral codes will be coming out today as well. Again, we had to fix that banking thing. When did we start selling this masterclass? Almost 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. So
3 weeks ago, people, and this is the first time we could touch any money from the masterclass. Like, if that doesn't scare you, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what will. Like, we don't have access to your own money. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a shout out to Garrett Myers, finally making the live stream. Welcome to the stream for sure. But let's jump into it. Top story of the day, how the controversial crypto tax found its way into the U.S. infrastructure bill. Bitcoin's Day, what is going on with this crazy bill that the U.S. is trying to push?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you haven't seen this 3-foot tall bill that they're trying to get, infrastructure bill passed through, again, just more of the same from your overlords trying to basically tell you what to do with your crypto. This crypto provision in the U.S. infrastructure bill was one of a handful of issues that nearly delayed the entire package. The crypto-specific provision would raise $28 billion for a $1 trillion infrastructure package before the U.S. Congress was so contentious that it briefly held up the entire bill. The term broker was the main reason why a lot of people were up in arms on social media and other places. They define a broker as any person who provides a service effectuating transfers of digital assets on behalf of another person, which could lead to miners falling under that assumption. So you would have literal Bitcoin miners will be considered brokers with this deal, which again is why regulators, people want to work with them, fine. But to me, on their end, they haven't been genuine. They've been disingenuous this entire process, trying to make it seem as though their help is needed. At what point would they realize we don't need to make rules about crypto that call people brokers, because all we're doing at that point is basically throwing a one umbrella term onto the whole industry. You're all brokers. If you ever sold Bitcoin, you're a broker. And it's like, what? Like, get out of here, man. And it's been questioned by industry participants due to the possibility that it will include non-custodial companies such as decentralized exchanges and miners. And this is a 2,702-page infrastructure bill. I mean, come on, man. 2,000 pages. What senator is reading that? None. I know half of them wouldn't even read a 50-page white paper from one of these crypto projects. Damn, they're not a 2,700-page one, and their administrators and secretaries can only give them so much information. So they're not even reading the bill. They don't know what crypto is, and they use the term broker as such an umbrella term that the entire industry could be essentially taken down. So this is a very shitty deal, and the infrastructure bill that they're trying to push through includes other stuff, but on the crypto side, that was terrible. And I have seen one senator come out and say he'll push back against it. But again, what more can you do as an industry? You build from zero all the way to $1 trillion industry just for them to come in and say, whoa. All these brokers in this industry, we need to make sure you get out. Hey, like, shut the hell up.
Like, for one, it should be made into law that I think, like, literally, it should be a law. No bill is longer than 12 pages max. Like, period.
Get to the point, bro.
You can't bullet point this thing out and highlight this thing. I don't want it. 2,700, come on, people. 2,700 pages. Like, that's basically like filibustering a bill. Yeah. Forgot we had a political science degree over here somewhere, right? Yeah. We know what the hell going on in government. Like, this is crazy. This should be illegal already. For one, this is how you know they're doing some shady stuff. Not just because they made it 2,700 pages, but they didn't release it until Sunday night. What do we always say? These Wednesday nights, Sundays, Friday nights, when you're not looking or paying attention, is when they're releasing this stuff. Since when did Congress and their teams and delegations and all that, senators, when did they start doing work on the weekends? We can't even get them to do work halfway through the month because they're on recess half the time. But now you mean to tell me they're on weekends doing 2,700 page documents? All right, give me a break. And then, as Bitcoin's already pointed out, the broker thing, they're literally trying to make anyone who transact in Bitcoin a broker. People, if you don't see the writing on the wall, that means that, hey, you all would need licenses to do certain things. How much would the licensing cost? Oh, we got to pass a bill to do the licensing. Oh, by the way, all this is supposed to be under a democracy. I still haven't had a chance to vote on any of this stuff. It's just happening. It's just being dictated. So I'm with you, Bitcoin Day. I'm glad that some, as you said, there are other people in government actually speaking out against this. And this is what we want. This is when we see that line, start to turn gray, because half the owl, as they're making this rule, the other side of the owl might be like, oh, me and my kids own crypto. Like, hold on. I'll put broker on my 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what we need. We need for more people in Congress, more senators, more people to adopt cryptocurrency, see the gospel of Bitcoin and everything else, so they can be the ones to push back against it. Because if this isn't draconian, I don't know what it is. And you also made a great point. Like, yeah, you build an entire new market. You build a new ecosystem just for them to come and lay down some law that you've never heard of and say, now all of you are in pocket essentially to the government. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to the couple of senators that did push back. Shout out to Senator Ron Wyden, Democrat from Oregon. He tweeted, if the Senate Finance Committee fails to understand how the technology works. Also, Senator Cynthia Lummis, who we talked about before, Republican for Wyoming, said in a statement that it's easy to get this industry wrong, and they have done it time and time again. And then also Senator Patrick Toomey, he announced his opposition to the provision on Monday. So we do have pushback in these committees. I understand when people are saying they want to work with regulators. I want to work with certain regulators, but not really, because even then they're still beholden to the rest of the committee and the rest of the people that have to vote. So hopefully they can figure it out. But yeah, this is just, I think this was more of like a test to see how far they could go with it.
They want to see who
they want to see the outrage from it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's see if we can go all the way and call them brokers. And then,
hey, they put that gun in your hand. It was like, come take the ride with me real quick. Take a ride with a gun. Wait, what you talking about, bro? I am into sports right now.
Yeah, exactly.
They was like, hey, I just want to see if you was down for the crew. Like, okay, it's kind of scaring me now.
Take a hit, Jake. Take a hit, Jake. What you gonna do? Take a hit?
Hey,
they pulled over the car in the middle of traffic, put a gun on her. Take a hit, Jake.
Ain't like nobody put a gun in your head until you smoke it.
Hey, you know what blew your head off by now? This is a real drug deal. Jake failed that test, and then what happened? At the end, he tried him. And that's what they're doing now. They hold the gun.
I want you in my unit, yo, poop her ass. Go back.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Like, hey, they pulled the car over on us. They put the gun to our head. And hopefully we don't fail this test and smoke what they selling us. Because again, once Jake failed that test, he was a bitch for the rest of the movie. And this is what's gonna happen to us if we keep letting them add these small provisions and small little bills in there, just little by little, man.
For you all who are missing the joke, that's from the classic movie Training Day with Denzel Washington.
My favorite movie of all time, baby.
Oh, listen, I just watched it again the other day. I actually like, man, his acting, like to do all those movements and still act. Listen, I was like, dang, that dude, he is the man.
And on top of that, every time I watch it, I find something new. That's one of them, like Friday. Every time I watch it, I find something. Hold up, I didn't realize that was, it's crazy, man. Love that movie.
And really quick, people, here's the crazy part about all these rules, and this is why I'm so anti-regulation. I cannot illustrate being anti-regulation more than what happened yesterday, right? Banks are a necessity. It is a legal necessity. The government has already told us, hey, if you want to do business and business comes to here, your money needs to go through a bank and it needs to go through these platforms, and that's illegal. That's a law, right? And in order to be a bank, you need to have all these different banking licenses and all this. Well, yesterday was a perfect example of us trying to go through the system using legal means and all that to just bank and receiving pushback from the actual bank itself, which, by the way, is a private company. So I'm not mad at them. It's a private company. So this is the catch-22. The government is trying to say everybody's going to be a broker, everybody needs to have these licenses, or everybody needs to follow these rules. But on the catch-22 side, for the bigger platforms, it's like, you don't got to honor it, because there's nothing an individual can do. And as I explained to the bank yesterday, what really scares me is that I'm a capable individual. I have the time of day to sit on the phone for 3.5 hours to try to make a business move. I know everyone doesn't have that time or ability to do it. So what happens to the smaller person, right? The even smaller person, they will get swallowed up by these institutions. So it's so scary to see.
Yeah.
Hey, BGN, thank you for the tip, BGN. And of course, the second story, people are out here in our comment section, like, please tell me this is clickbait, guys. A couple other people said you all didn't need to add a clickbait title. We would have came anyway. Is it clickbait or is it the real deal? To be fair, since I was pissed off about the banks, I was like, hey, Bitcoin Zay, let's go ahead and spread this negative energy today. And that's right. You saw the title.
Woke up and chose violence.
We chose violence, and we knew you all would come and running. And come and running, you did. Listen, don't be mad at us. You better hit up Cointelegraph. Cardano risks a 60 to 90% drop. Warns trader with a Cardano painting a classic bearish pattern. That is right. Spotted by veteran analysis Peter Brandt. The classic technical pattern can result in a Cardano price losing almost 90%. Oh, say it ain't so. It's saying Cardano is close to attaining the title of a fully fledged smart contracts platform following a critical upgrade in mid-July. The project's founder, Charles Hoskinson, confirmed that they recently processed the sales of more than $10 million worth of non-fungible tokens atop their public ledger. However, people are saying that a crash might be coming. Veteran analysts shared the bearish setup for Cardano in a tweet published Friday. He cited a classic technical pattern known as a head and shoulders, which is very classic, to predict a downside scenario for the Cardano token that's already up more than 600% on a year-to-date time frame. In detail, head and shoulders form when the price forms 3 consecutive peaks atop a single support level, with the condition that the middle peak is higher than the other two, which are typically of the same height. The price eventually breaks below support levels, also called the neckline, and falls by as much as the maximum height between the middle peaks, tops, and the support level. As you can see here, Cardano visibly fits the description as shown in this chart shared by Brandt. Listen, you said you like TA and all this other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin Zay, is Cardano set to die? What's going on?
Hey, all I'm going to say is Peter Brandt, the guy who does this chart, he's been right probably 90% of the time. Ooh. So it gives you a little hope. But he does it for Bitcoin. He showed the bear market of Bitcoin early. He was like, it'll be at least a 70% drop. It was 80. So 80% drop in 2018. He was showing the bearish patterns of every coin. He's also shown the bullish patterns of every coin. For example, with Bitcoin, he knew that when it dropped down to the 29,000 level, he was tweeting how Bitcoin will recover and probably go back to 40K. And then here we are. So Peter Brandt is actually a very viable source, probably top 3 traders I've seen in the world, period, because he trades everything. And Peter Brandt talking about the drop in price doesn't mean the project is dead, because again, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, everything dropped 80% in the bear market. The problem is with Cardano is they haven't produced any products, and because of the speculation, we may have an overinflation of the price. Now,
bang, bang, 2 times. Uh-oh.
Hey, again, the only thing that can prevent this from happening, like I've always said, is Bitcoin. Rising tide lifts all boats. If Bitcoin takes off, you'll have a lot of people with unit bias buying Cardano because it's $1 and some change. However, that's not very sustainable unless we see some projects. Somebody can show me some dApps. Somebody can show me something other than the fact that they went to Africa. Then maybe we can talk about Cardano. But I do see, as we've said before, any competition to Ethereum will succeed in a bull market every time. Neo back in 2017, Chinese Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Cardano, anything with any competition to Ethereum as far as smart contracts will have its day in the sun. So is it over? No. I wouldn't even look at this as a bad thing. If it drops 69% and you believe in Cardano, nobody walks into a store and sees their favorite item on discount for 60% and gets mad. So if it does go down, hey, you just get to buy more coins. And if you believe in it for real, you'll win in the end. So my analysis for all speculative coins outside, which is every coin is outside of Bitcoin to me, is that even in a drop, it will succeed if Bitcoin does what it's supposed to do.
But there's different levels of success as well, because like you said, you talked about Neo. I mean, yeah, Neo definitely had his day in the sun before it died. I think it went up to like 80 or 90 bucks, essentially from that, less than a penny ant share price at one point. So it definitely had a crazy day in the sun. So Cardano, hey, it could follow that and get to that $80 price point. But how much would Bitcoin be at the time? We always have to ask. But for this, we have to go to the comments. You all, listen, the comments are being lit up right now. I'm going back to everybody real quick. Jago said 71% is on staking. Fatima Boy said buy the dip. Yeah, Rodney Fury said, bro, I made so much money on Neo when it switched to AntShare. Whoever heard that story for us, that's like the time we got hacked. We got locked out of our accounts. And literally, that was a buy. We were trying to make an AntShare to Neo buy. And that's when it was 25 cents. We watched that thing run up to $9 in front of us within the next 2 or 3 weeks. You talk about hurt. That was like max pain hurt right there. But it's a good thing it didn't happen, because we would have bought into that. You all might not saw Jim in the crypto no more back then. So yeah, might have been an early exit. Let's see. Lawrence said, hold to the moon, get in where you fit in. Jared Myers said, I talked to some programmers and computer science guys, and they are hype for Cardano mainnet. Let's see. Rodney Fury said, I can see a healthy price correction for Cardano, all those staking profits. That is true. Let's see. Gregory Lewis said, Cardano never did anything from my research. Uh-oh. Main Gains said, what is speaking right now? The track record of people talking about Peter Brent. They said, didn't he call for 1K Bitcoin? Aether said, dead. Okay, what's up? They don't like that. Let's see.
Is he Mac?
Mr. G Recycling guy said Cardano holders are drunk. Jizzy Matt, Cardano still does nothing. It's been years. Pins, Cardano ain't about to drop. Shaking my head. Let's see. Al Bijit said people buying Cardano more than they're buying Bitcoin. That dude is out of his mind. Hilarious. All right. So again, it looks like the Owl is split 50-50 in Cardano. For today in the comment section, you all, we got to continue this conversation in the comments. Let us know why Cardano will succeed or fail in the comment section after the video. We'd love to actually read those and bring it back tomorrow, because this is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Also,
go ahead.
Get your arguments ready for Fuck Bitcoin Fridays.
Oh, yeah. We might do Cardano. We should
just bring on some Cardano people. We brought on XRP people. We brought on Hex people. Let's bring on Cardano. State your case. Why should your smart contract platform be taken seriously? And why will the coin succeed long term? I'd love to hear it.
F Bitcoin Fridays this week. It looks like Cardano will be the topic. Bring out the Cardano masters of the universe. They are welcome to join the show. Again, we may be having a special guest on Friday, so we'll make sure we can manage that. But yeah, Cardano Friday, Bitcoin Day, that's the play right there, because you all are in the comment section going crazy about this. And really quick, Rodney Fury said, I hope everyone gets their crypto off all exchanges. Winter is coming. Yeah, make sure, again, you're not leaving too much crypto on those exchanges as well. Oh, my goodness. You all are lit in here about this Cardano. This is crazy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you was talking about, was it clickbait? And they was like, we would have came even if it wasn't. Well, it worked. Yeah, here now in the comments.
Listen, we literally said before the show, like, people, when I saw the Cardano, to be fair, we can't do clickbait unless they make an article about it, right? Like Cointelegraph made the article, people. We read it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, bro, I got to put it in the title. I was like, this is about to be hilarious today. Let's spread some of this negative energy today.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wake up and choose violence.
Exactly.
Hate.
All right. Monero's former maintainer arrested in the U.S. for allegations unrelated to cryptocurrency. So they say, but to be honest, if you're in the know, they've been trying to arrest, they've been trying to figure out a reason to arrest Ricardo Spagani now, literally since, I remember in 2016, when I first came in the market and I heard his name, they was talking about arresting him for some time. So what's going on with Fluffypony?
Oh, yeah. So Fluffypony, a.k.a. Ricardo Spagni, has been or was issued for arrest on July 20th at the request of the South African government. He was apprehended the same day, and he was arrested last month in Nashville, Tennessee on fraud charges alleging offenses from 2009 to 2011. He was on board a private jet scheduled to fly to Los Cabos, Mexico, when he was apprehended during a scheduled refueling stop. Oh man, hey, they the feds.
That's right how there. They listen. That's how they always get people.
That's how they always get you. We got to stop for a refuel.
Stop coming through the states.
hey man. Hey, somebody set him up for that one. But his charges came from when he worked as an IT manager at a company called Cape Cookies. This is actually a very interesting story. He knowingly used false information to fabricate similar invoices purporting to be from NSYNC, which is the company that was paying him. And when he was getting those fake invoices, unfortunately from him, he was including the company's value add tax, which is the VAT number, and bank account information. He inflated the prices for the goods and services, and the money was going to a bank account that was controlled solely by him. So he is facing fraud charges for that reason. And of course, he's well known, of course, as the maintainer of Monero. And so they don't know how much Monero he has, but they do know, they did put here, he owns an $800,000 watch. So that might give you some insight into how much money he has.
Pocket watching. I hate pocket watches.
Exactly. All in his pockets. Good luck finding how much Monero he has. Yeah.
You said what? My fault.
I said, good luck finding how much Monero he has.
I know, right? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, what's also crazy about this, first and foremost, again, this was with, in conjunction with South Africa. How many people do you see get arrested? Like, imagine this was anywhere but South Africa. Do you see the United States helping any other country in Africa? Point blank, period. Did you see if it was like, oh, the Nigerian, man, the U.S.? Nah, not unless they're going to get their cut. Like, that's it. The less the United States is getting their cut, they're not helping nobody arrest nobody from nowhere, all right? So this was already like, oh, this is very interesting that a company in South Africa managed to get the United States help in arresting someone. People, again, when has any European country helped any other country in Africa besides South Africa? Like, it just don't happen. So I would say, I wonder what the play is for the U.S., but I already know the play for the U.S. And again, that's what we said. They've been trying to arrest him. They've been trying to figure some things out. This was the perfect thing, I think. They probably have him in the U.S. jail or prison right now saying, hey, we can get all this South African stuff erased. We just need that backdoor to Monero real quick.
You just need that ring.
All right, come on.
They got him by his feet hanging over the balcony like Vanilla Ice right now. Hey, if you want this to go away, we need that ring signature backdoor, because that $600,000 bounty ain't gonna do it, bro. I'm sorry. $600,000 is not gonna bring out any real pen tester or any real white hat hacker to come out and figure it out. That's just not enough money for a protocol that's worth millions of dollars. I think billions maybe, so, or close to it. So yeah, I think he's definitely gonna turn snitch at some point, or at least give information.
I know he is too.
Yeah, it's just
we both like.
Yeah, I just don't see a nigga named Fluffypony going into there and denying it. He already got 2 McDonald's meals sitting on the table waiting for him. Bro, he got extra fries
with the sauce.
He got the
sauce. How you get the sauce? You don't even get the sauce. How you get the sauce?
For a few more horseradish sandwiches, I take a few more of them. He gonna be in there like we baby.
Listen, for those who don't know what Bitcoin is talking about, the $600,000 was a reward offered from the United States government. I think, was it 2017 or something? 2018?
Yeah, something like that,
yeah.
2018.
He's bringing up the article, but essentially the United States offered a $600,000 bounty or something, essentially to find a backdoor to Monero. Now, if you're smart enough to find a backdoor into a privacy coin like Monero, it's worth way more than $600,000. So for one, that was the funniest thing to go with that anyway, because it was just like, what are these low numbers you all keep talking about? But the fact that they offered it and the fact that they've been trying to arrest them, again, is not a conspiracy theory. Then you're trying to go to Cabos. Your pilot who probably got the, hey, I see your wife is in the hospital. You need that medical treatment. I'm gonna need you to stop in Nashville real quick with this dude. They stop in Nashville. He gets arrested, and like we said, more than likely, what's happening right now to Ricardo, to Fluffypony, is that the United States are brokering a deal with them. You want to be free? You ever want to see freedom again? Because we got your ass now, boy. We're gonna need those codes. We're gonna need some back doors. Oh, and we're gonna need half your Monero holdings today. In fact, we already brought your laptop here with us, so get to work, son. There's some grimy stuff going on behind the scenes. I wouldn't doubt it. Did you pull that article up?
No, I couldn't find it, but it's
okay. Yeah, it was an old article, but again, he was offered a bounty, or the bounty was offered back in the day for it, so it's crazy. Oh, thank you for the tip, Asun Cotledge. Good morning, brother. Check out jamak.io. We are doing 0% loans and high staking. All right, we will actually check that out. Thank you for the tip. And yeah, we'll give a chance for everybody to see it as well. All right, NCR Corporation plans to purchase Bitcoin ATM company LibertyX. Oh my goodness. Great news for mass adoption, but people, again, we have to point this out. This is why they're doing these 2,700 page documents. This is why they're saying everybody's a broker. This is why they're trying to make you go through banks. If you remember, Bitcoin Zay was one of the first people with a Bitcoin ATM. The reason why Bitcoin Zay got rid of the ATM is essentially he was being forced to get all different types of licenses. They wanted him to say he was essentially a bank for having a Bitcoin ATM, right? So what happens? You move the little guy out the way, and then next thing you know, oh, we got corporations ready to buy whole ATM companies. What did you look at that? How crazy is that? You can talk about this story, Bitcoin Zay, since this is definitely your area of expertise.
What a crock of shit. Oh my God. But again, this is what they do. They regulate the little guy out, and then they come in with the corporations and buy it all up. But the story here, LibertyX, they have 20,000 retail stores and 9,500 crypto ATMs. They got this weird looking dude trying to get Bitcoin out of the machine. But NCR Corporation has announced an agreement to buy LibertyX, the company that launched one of the first retail Bitcoin ATMs. If you don't know about LibertyX, it's been around since forever. I think 2014. It used to be you could go to stores and you could actually buy Bitcoin through the store, and they would issue you a QR code, send it to you. Pretty seamless. Did it a couple times just to test it out. But they moved into the ATM game, which again, I keep telling people the software for Bitcoin ATMs, they will take that and put it into their own hardware because they already have the infrastructure. I think banks will do it. I think large corporations will do it. And the NCR Corporation, they said our customers require a complete digital currency solution, including the ability to buy and sell cryptocurrency, conduct cross-border remittance, and accept digital currency payments across digital and physical channels. So that is from the Chief Technology Officer, Tim Vanderham. And of course, once they purchase this, LibertyX has allowed users to make purchases with crypto at a variety of retailers in the United States. So NCR will basically have access to all of these retailers, all of these ATMs, and of course, they'll keep operating, I think, as normal. They may just implement more KYC or whatever regulatory stuff they need in order to comply. But this won't be the only ATM company that gets bought. I'm looking at Lamasu. I'm looking at CoinFlip. I'm pretty sure they'll start getting bought up a lot more just because, again, if they were creating this industry for long term, cool, but you can't really beat the infrastructure that's been around for 100 years. They've been putting ATMs out forever. So if that ATM is still sitting there, they'll just add Bitcoin to it and you'll essentially be out of business or you'll have to sell. So that's what I see from the NCR Corporation.
Yeah, I mean, and you called it earlier when you said they're probably just going to take the software and put in the things they have. And again, like for the market, this is a good thing. This is a base hit to mass adoption. And this is a new bag play. I was telling Bitcoin's every show that I couldn't believe I missed that. Like, this is the next bag play to buy out the ATM companies. And then it made more sense as to why you were getting so much pressure to not even have ATM. And again, this is the same time when Bitcoin is fraud and all this other stuff. And no, nobody's stopping Jamie Dimon from those inflammatory comments. Oh, but you own an ATM, you do that? Well, you must be a banker then. It's like, no, I'm a small business owner trying to get started and see what happens next. Like, nope, sounds like a banker to me. Like, so it's unfortunate that that's how it goes, but that's how it goes. Let's see. You see some good comments coming in. The Logic Spirit said, if you buy Bitcoin from ATM, you're a loser. It's a way to transact. It's another way to transact.
I've met some of these people that buy from ATMs that are very cash based. They'll shoot you in the face, dog. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I get you. Those are the customers right there, people.
I'm just saying that probably don't want to say that to them in person.
Okay. So Bitcoin ATMs have, let's just say they have a certain customer that they're marketing toward. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Aaron said your GMT plug led me down a rabbit hole of Bitcoin mining. What do you guys think about options like Compass?
Again, Bitcoin mining is something that can be very profitable if you have a lot of profit to start with. If you don't, Bitcoin mining, you can run a node without being a miner. You can still uphold the network, but becoming a miner with Compass mining, getting a share from a pool, you'll get a little bit. You get a few sats, and again, I wouldn't go against it because long term it may work out for you. So, but I'm just not big into mining, not putting too much energy into it anymore.
Let's see. Nappy Way said for Voyager users, check your liquidity. They have hidden withdrawal limits. So watch out, warriors. Again, get your Bitcoin off these exchanges. The interest is not always worth it. Reduce your risk. Exactly. We actually talk about that in the masterclass. It's like when you're seeing all these high interest things and everything, it's like, yes, it is high interest and all that. But again, make sure you're not going to get hit with a fee when you pull it out. Make sure you can pull it out. You can pull all of it out immediately whenever you want to. So yeah, definitely some things to think about. And thanks, D. Chiron. It looks like that number for the Monero thing was actually 685,000. What they tried to actually offer whoever would be idiotic enough to give the government a backdoor to Monero for 685. I'm like, bro, you can't even do a cool bill off this.
Exactly. I've never seen Swordfish. I'd be at least 10 million.
Right, hilarious. Oh, it's funny too. I guess the Cardano update, yeah, it's called Alonzo, and you made that training day joke with Alonzo. What were the chances of that happening? That's pretty funny.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that.
I wasn't even thinking about that either. Okay, yeah, the Cardano crew is definitely, what do they call the Cardano crew? Somebody let me know what they call you all. I don't even know. Is it Cardano, the Ada Army? What is it? I don't know the name.
I don't know their nickname, but yeah, I got to come up with something slick.
Woo, listen. All right, we got 339 people watching and 193 likes. We got to get those likes up just a little bit more. Hey, Bitcoin say, serenade me real quick with something.
I know y'all want to. If you believe in love, and the promise that it gives.
Oh my God, people smack those likes. What are y'all doing right now?
Smack those likes. Oh yeah, they done let Cardano in the dough. Hey, they done let Cardano in the dough.
All right, stop it. While we're waiting, I want to honor the tip we just received. So somebody said check out Jama.io. I actually had the screen up already because I always look at the comment section when I'm sharing the screen. So again, of course, do your own research. This just came in from one of our warriors. They said to check it out. So for those who are interested in this interest-free liquidity type stuff, check it out. As always, only money you can lose, of course. Don't go in there and be like, oh, I'm about to put 200,000 in today. Like, no, go in there with a little salt bait with some Satoshis and see how it works or whatever. But it looks like it does thing for stakers, has stable coins, collateral. So again, there's new apps popping up every day. Again, we haven't used this one, so it'll be interesting to see how it works. So if anybody's interested in these type of things, playing and learning, here's a new one. Check it out. Tell us how you feel about it. We should actually be looking into it as well. And thank you, Kevin. Kevin, for the tip. Kevin Leverde. I don't want to say it, Leverde. Thank you for the tip. Definitely appreciate that as well. All right. Yes, those likes went straight up, of course. Zay, I don't think they like your singing for some reason. Oh, 10 people actually logged off when you started singing. Oh, my God.
Hey, we still ain't even get our dislike. Hey, we're supposed to get our one
dislike for the day, right? All right, last but certainly not least, Miley Cyrus performs at a birthday party for Bitcoin Zay's old friend Mike Novogratz.
Oh, yeah.
Power of Crypto is coming out. What's up? You got Miley Cyrus there?
Oh, yeah. This ain't got shit to do with crypto, but I just thought it was funny. He got Miley Cyrus to perform at his birthday party for his daughter, Gabriella Novogratz, and the pop starlet has performed at this private party. According to the report from Dan's Papers, the event was held to celebrate the billionaire's daughter's birthday. Of course, she sung her songs, including Wrecking Ball, Party in the USA. She had a red leotard on. I mean, when you talk about somebody whose body, it looks like a 13-year-old boy, please put on some clothes, man.
Dang. You didn't need to do that. Come on, bro.
Miley is one of the biggest stars in the world. Her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, is a real gangster. I mess with the Cyrus family, so shout out to them. It was a Coney Island Mermaid Parade theme, and Cyrus performed from a tent plastered with giant mermaids at his home in Long Island, New York. So, like I said, that's big dog status right there when you got Miley Cyrus at your house. So Mike Novogratz is a good friend of mine, spoken to him a lot over the years, or over the past year, I should say. But having Miley Cyrus there, I'm sure he was in that ear about crypto. She probably already knows. I think we did a story about her either doing an NFT or something similar. So I'm sure that he was in the ear. But this is really just a story because when people talk about network effect and increasing the prospect of Bitcoin, all the Bitcoin billionaires and millionaires are going to start having these lavish parties and having famous people there. And then famous people are going to start telling each other. And it's already happening now. Like I said, I did one interview with Lala, and then all of a sudden I got a bunch of famous people on Instagram following me because they talk to each other. They don't trust us unless they, know your information. Just regular people.
I let you in the circle.
Yeah, everybody, they throw them a million ideas a day, but when their inner circle starts talking about it, that's when people start believing it. So shout out to Novogratz, shout out to Miley Cyrus, the whole Cyrus family, and his daughter as well for her birthday.
And real quick, I want to piggyback on something you said. I think, I will go back and say this article is important because of what you just said. It's like, at the end of the day, people are going to say, wait, Miley Cyrus performed where? For who? What's the question whenever people start talking about money? Is that for whatever reason, humans love the pocket watch, all right? Mm-hmm. What does he do? That's what people are going to say. Who is he? What does he do? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Some dude in crypto. That's all people are going to know in here. Some dude in crypto made a lot of money in Bitcoin. And then people say, whoa, wait, crypto got Miley Cyrus here to perform? Yes, the power of crypto did do that. Shout out also to Cointelegraph. Like, we need to, I'll tell you a person I want to interview next. The artists from Cointelegraph, because they have been killing it now for years. I mean, they don't get enough credit. People, they literally have a new art piece. Like, they just sell all their artwork as NFTs. Like, literally every new article has a new artwork on it. And this one's hilarious to me, how they got Bitcoin and sitting back and drink some champagne. This is like me and Zay on the weekends right here. That might be $1 million idea, Cointelegraph. If somebody from there is listening, NFT all your old pictures of old stories, put it as a collection, give us our 10% because we got proof that we came up with it, and sell them. I'm sure they can make a hell of money off the NFTs because they have some pictures that are amazing as far as the stories go. All right. And Kevin, thanks for the tip again. Kevin said, Kevin gave us that double tip. He forgot to write the message the first time. I did that before too, Kevin. I know. I appreciate the double tip though. But the second one said, love the knowledge. Check out Glizzy Coin and let's facilitate real estate transactions on the blockchain. All right. You all saw that. Check out Glizzy. Hey, grab the Glizzy. Check out Glizzy Coin for real estate transactions on the blockchain. He said, so I'm sure somebody from my Warriors will be checking it out as well.
Glizzy Coin. You sure it's not to buy hot dogs?
the Glizzy coin. But again, it's pretty cool to see. With my Novogratz, have you announced already your next date? So where you be going next?
Yes, next date is today. Taco Tuesday, free tacos at 1501 South Mint in Charlotte. Meet me there. We'll have a book signing. We'll talk about Bitcoin, answering questions, Q&A, free tacos. They got a bar there, nice open area for everybody outside and inside. So yes, it'll be in Charlotte today. Like I said, finishing up here, and then we'll be in LA all next month. So be ready for that. All my LA people, I'll be reaching out to you this week, getting stuff set up now. Because again, we have sponsors who are giving free food, free venues, all that stuff for the event. So I'll make sure everybody knows once we get out to LA, get everything set up.
Yeah, and speaking of LA, we might have a mini Novogratz party out here. You never know who might pull up. We might have Miley pull up for ours, but we're definitely when Bitcoin Zay makes it back out to LA this time. When he came out last time, we were nonstop working on masterclass. This time we'll have a little bit more free time. So for those who are in the Los Angeles or Southern California area, be on the lookout. We probably will have like a bigger meetup, and it's probably gonna get lit after the meetup too. Like, we're gonna have a good time, celebrate Bitcoin, bring this all here.
Yeah, we haven't had a big meetup since 2017.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And the last one, for those who came to the last one, it was a good turn. I think we had like 30 or 40 great minds there. We had all types of people doing Bitcoin cards, Bitcoin wallets and stuff at the time. So this one, I'm sure, is going to be even crazier. I can't wait.
And you know what's funny about that meetup? The price was at like 12,000. It was going down. And they were like, if it keeps dropping, should I sell? And we were like, no. And then they were all like, well, what do you mean? Because if it keeps going down, and now look where we are. If they just didn't sell, I mean, it was a 3X from there, but on the way down buying it. So at this one, we might have something similar because people always ask them that question. But it was funny. I just remember we got asked that question like 10 times that night.
I do remember
Should we sell? It's a bear market. It's like, we got to get a little bit harder.
Yep. Everybody's saying they like the idea of the Coin Telegraph NFTs. I will buy one of those actually myself too. I will buy some of the bigger stories out there. Like I'll definitely buy like the JP Morgan Chase, the MasterCard. Every time somebody down Bitcoin, I'll buy those. And then other than that, that is the show for the day. Any more last minute announcements, Bitcoin Zay?
Somebody in the comments just said, where can they get information about the signing today? That's all the information right there. Well, this is the old one. Sorry. That was
that's the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one. This is today. August 3rd, today, 6 to 8 p.m., 1501 South Mint, Charlotte, North Carolina, free tacos until we run out. Come through. And yep, that's all the information for today.
You know, I'm not going to play y'all too hard, but, you know, I don't respect tacos coming from North Carolina at this point. All right. SoCal should save Taco Day till you came back over to northern Mexico.
It's already, trust me, it's already on the plate to do that in LA. This is just the appetizer right now. This is just like, just know it's going to be a lot of Taco Tuesdays when I come to LA.
There we go. Jason Bourne said, I come for the knowledge, but I stay for the Jodeci concert. And on that one, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share. For the referral codes, those are going out to you all here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. We get everything set up for that. So for everybody who's a part of that referral program, it's going to send it out. For those who are unfamiliar with that, if you have a large community, you want to make some extra money, we are doing a referral program for our masterclass. So feel free to email us to sign up, and we will send you a link for you and your community, and as well as the details that go along with that. Other than that, again, thanks for watching. Smash that like and share. We see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Actually, tomorrow's the interview for the Crypto Tax Man. So if you have crypto tax questions, come tomorrow ready and prepared. We have the expert on. You all have been asking for this for years. We'll have them tomorrow. Crypto taxes.